Welcome to Space Socket. A 21-year-old woman gets offended easily when it comes to dating. Kevin Samuel steps in to check her. Let's dive in.
Hi, Kevin.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. How old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay,
I
yeah,
am.
I'm gonna bring you right back. I'm gonna bring you right back. Okay. You 21? Well, I got the wrong person. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Chantel? Yes, okay. And now for you. How old are you?
I'm 26.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you the same question I'm asking all women. Why are modern women so offended these days?
Um, I think sometimes the offense comes from women. They don't want to feel like those type of questions are things that should devalue them.
Okay.
Like they don't feel like those types of questions. They kind of feel like they're offended because they feel
So,
like their
so
weight or their age being
asking about
devalued.
a woman's height shouldn't devalue. I mean, her weight shouldn't devalue her.
Yeah, I think that's where some of the offense comes from.
So, yeah, let's play that out. So, women ask men's questions to determine a man's value all day.
Hmm.
But asking a woman's weight, then how should okay, that's fine. Then how should a man value a woman? If we can't ask you any questions about anything, how should a man determine whether or not a woman's for him?
Well, I guess it kind of depends on the woman to.
How would we? How no? I want you to put yourself in the man's position. Can't ask a woman anything. You can't see her. And if you can't see, you can't ask her weight, uh, her body count, kids, marital status. You can't ask her anything. Then how is a man supposed to pick a woman if you can't ask her anything that's important?
Well, I mean, the things that are left are kind of how good of a partner are you? How well can you compromise? Are you an independent person? Do y'all have the same values and morals? Do y'all want the same type of future? Like those are the things that are left. So I think women just kind of want to be more valued based on those things instead of,
Okay. And
their
do we
height
value?
and their weight.
Okay. So do we value men on those same things?
No, no, yeah, I think there's definitely a hypocritical aspect in there
Okay,
because,
yeah, it's very hypocritical because women, if that's the case, then a man could be all those things. He could be on fries at McDonald's.
yeah.
Do you think it's more that women want to hold men to a standard and they don't want to be held to a standard?
Yeah, yeah, I would agree with that. I think there's definitely kind of a double standard there.
How's that working out for most women these days?
Not ideal considering how many women coming to you asking for help.
Well, I just think it's crazy that what modern women are trying to do is trying to get men to not be visual, trying to get men to make decisions and pick women like women pick men.
Hmm.
That will never work.
Yeah.
That's why they're trying to get all these boys to wear dresses and this and that. That ain't gonna work. So, do you have any questions? Do you have anything, or are you just coming on for this topic?
No, that it was just for the topic.
Okay, so let me bring
I'm good.
somebody back in because I think it's interesting that many women are like. I think you're onto something that women don't like to be held to a standard. But they want to, because the women often ask, "Hey, where do you work? What do you do? Where do you live? Where do you drive?" Hello.
Yeah, it's
Hello.
like they don't want to feel devalued because of those things, but those are kind of the same things that they will devalue men for.
Or if it works, that increases your value. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. How old are you?
I'm 21.
21. All right. Why are modern women so offended these days?
I just feel that they're offended because
Your audio went out.
they just want what they want, but they don't want to be what those men want, and that's not fair to those men at all. I don't believe that.
Oh. All right. So, do you have any questions? Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I actually did. So I've been recently watching your content, and you've definitely opened my eyes to a lot. Growing up, I didn't necessarily have a marriage to look after, so I'm kind of learning things now.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of have my question was, how do I know if how do I know when I found a man who is worth marrying? Like, how am I able to just really know if that guy is somebody that's worth my
Okay.
time? Because I feel like I have a lot of trouble filtering that out.
Your mother and father were married?
No, they were not married. They actually were technically never together. It was just they got together and had me,
Yeah,
and from
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. So the way the he who findeth a wife find a good thing. So you're asking, how do you know if you find a man that's a good fit for a husband?
Yes. Well, I do have an example. There is one guy that we were
But the
together.
question is, but the thing is, the question is backwards.
Hmm.
Are you a wife?
Okay. I believe I'm a wife. I believe I am.
Okay. Well, if you are a wife, husband-minded men go looking for wives. Men put women into two categories, wife and everything else. But oftentimes, women who are in this everything else category think they're wise and they wonder why they can't find husbands. You don't find a husband finds you.
Okay. Okay. That
So,
makes sense.
because you didn't have it growing up, like most of us, um, what are some things that make you think that you're ready to be a wife?
Well, one thing is I'm definitely ready for a companionship, just someone
Mm-hmm.
that I could support, that could support me as well. I just really, I, I've had my first experience in a relationship. It was about 2 years. And after that, it taught me what I really do want in a man.
Okay.
And I'm ready to have a family eventually. I'm ready to settle down, just have that one
You have
person.
any
I don't want
children?
to continue. No, I don't have any children now.
Are you in college? Did you go to college?
No, not currently, but I do plan on going back soon.
Okay. Companionship is a general thing that most women say they want. You want basically most women want one sexual partner, one person to do stuff with, which is fine,
Mm.
but there's more to being a wife than that. Being a
Mm.
wife, the number one job of a wife is to be a helpmate and a support system.
Yep, yep.
If you're married to a suitable man, you're the first teacher of the children, um, and it's a very important role. So how have you prepared yourself to be a helpmeet to a man and a mother and a nurturer to your own children?
Okay. Well, I feel that that was not necessarily something that I was doing before, but since coming onto your content and just actually instead of judging off the select pics that people show on TikTok, actually listening to what you say and stuff like that, it made me realize that, I don't want to get older and
I
die
get it.
alone or homelessness and things like
I
that.
get it.
So
I get it.
I,
I would say at your age, and because like most of us didn't see it, you're not really ready for it yet. But your mind is in the right direction. You got to give yourself some time to learn this stuff because right now, I think I not I think I know women honestly think that there are more women ready to be married than there are men that are husbands. And it's just the opposite. We have more men that are looking for wives and not enough women who are ready to be wives. Most of the women uh, fit into the category of I'm willing to learn on the job.
mm,
Uh, that ain't good enough.
yeah.
Most men meant to modern marriage, the family court system, every way everything is set up today, is too much of a risk for a man to take somebody for them to learn on the job,
Okay.
because we got a 50 plus, almost 60 plus percent divorce rate, and 80% of the time women are leaving. They're leaving their jobs.
Mm,
So if you're trying to run a business and keep it going, you can't bring somebody on that's not qualified, train them, teach them, and then they decide, I don't like this job.
right.
then you got to keep doing it all over again. Better to just keep the business running. So I would say start thinking about the kind of lifestyle you want, the kind of men, not the kind of look, but the kind of man that you would want to deal with for a lifetime, and then put yourself around women who are wise, women and start modeling after that, because it's going to take some time before you become a wife. But it doesn't take forever. Give yourself at least another couple, 3 years, and then readdress this. Okay, talk to you later. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Samuels. How are you?
I am well. How old are you?
47.
All right. So why are modern women so offended today?
Well, I can't speak for all women, okay?
Who
I
can? Okay, I'm always curious when I hear you ladies say that. I can't speak for all women. Who can then?
Well, you know what? I mean, I do speak up about women's behavior. You go on my live, I
Well,
do
what
speak about
I'm
it.
curious, because when I'm basically, that's a filler statement saying I can't speak for all women. Okay, then who on the planet can speak for all of anything?
We can speak for ourselves
No,
individually,
that's not. No, we
okay?
can't. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That is rank bullshit. You're my age, we can be real. If we cannot make generalizations that are broadly true, then how
Mm-hmm.
do we have a conversation? There's 7 billion different experiences on this planet.
Right.
It's called representative government. It's called representative conversation. If you have
Mm-hmm.
enough information, you can say this is more likely to happen, especially if you have the facts, figures, data, statistics.
No, you know what? I want to say something. Your initial conversation tonight was about men being able to ask women questions, right?
Why are women
And
so offended?
it is a general thing, which is very true, that women are uncomfortable when you ask them how much do they weigh, what is their
Why?
dress size.
Why? Why?
Hold on, I'm gonna speak on why in just a moment.
No,
Growing
that's
up,
fine. Hold on,
growing
hold on,
up,
hold on, hold on, hold on. First off, let's understand. Let's
hmm
have a. You have your point of view, I have my point of view. But I got
correct.
to run this show. Don't tell me to hold on my show.
No, it's not that I'm saying you.
I'm just
Asking.
saying. Okay, ma'am. If I interrupt you, I'm not doing it to be rude. It's for a reason.
Okay.
So the questions that women are asking, the same thing they ask of men. How tall are you? That's a number, right?
Right. Correct.
So why are women offended and they ask men the same stuff?
Because growing up, and this is what I was going to say to you, I grew up in a house. My mother and father were married. I have 5 brothers and there's 8 girls. And a lot of times, men, I have a lot of siblings. Men are raised to not ask those questions, and women are told it's inappropriate, right? So this is what happens when you're growing up.
No, no.
Yes, because
Well,
my brothers were told
okay,
don't
okay,
ask a woman
but
these
hold on, hold on, hold
questions.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. But then, are you single or are you married?
I'm divorced.
Okay, then if we're gonna play that game,
Mm-hmm.
then women should be married women should be getting married in their early 20s, so none of these questions need to be asked. If we're gonna play that, it's improper to ask a woman their height, weight, age, such and so forth, because it's the gentlemanly thing to do. If that's the case, then women should act like ladies and get off the market early on and be married for the rest of their life and stay. Then you wouldn't have to
Okay.
ask questions in their 40s. But if you're
Well, you
single,
know
you got
what
to
the
ask
thing
single
is?
people
That's why I'm going to
questions.
tell you. When I was pregnant with my sons, I was very heavy. I've never had a problem with it's being transparent. It's
Were you married at the
yes, I
time?
was married. Yes,
Okay. Who?
and it's
What
about
single
being
man? Hold on, man. But what single man is asking you about your weight, your pregnancy weight?
no. I said people used to ask me how much I weighed
Okay,
because
man.
I was really
Okay. See,
big.
I'm talking about single people. If you were
Okay.
married,
Hmm.
I'm like, I shouldn't have to. I mean, maybe I should have to. Why would a single man ask you, "Hey, mom, I know you're married. How much you weigh?" That don't even make any sense.
But you know what? You got to understand
I
this.
don't have to understand. That don't
Single
make no
men, but
sense.
Okay, but I'm just saying my experience. Single men approached me while I was married. I'm not rude, and that's the thing. You say you can't ask women
Single man
questions,
approach
you
you out
can't
of
speak
a
to
single
them,
man
but
approach
you
you
have
out the
women
clear
that are
blue, and you
very
got a now
friendly.
you can't overtalk me. A single man approach you out the clear blue. You got a wedding ring on, and you pregnant. He says, "Hey, how you doing? How much you weigh? Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
No, no,
Get
no,
out of here with
no,
that bullshit.
no.
Bye. No, absolutely not."
A 21-year-old getting easily offended in dating situations might feel justified in the moment, but it can create serious problems long term. Because dating involves differences, opinions, preferences, boundaries, and not all of them are going to align with how you feel. This is where Kevin Samuels would step in with a reality check. Because if every disagreement or uncomfortable moment turns into offense, it becomes difficult to build anything stable. People can't communicate openly if they feel like they're constantly walking on eggshells. The truth is, not everything is personal. Sometimes, it's just a difference in perspective, a standard, or a boundary being expressed. And if those moments are taken as attacks instead of information, growth gets blocked. At 21, this is a key stage for learning emotional control and communication. Because strong relationships aren't built on avoiding discomfort. They're built on working through it in a mature way. So the real issue isn't just being offended. It's how quickly that reaction shuts down understanding and progress.